Hello everyone, it's Kay here and I'm here today to do another share, and it is more things made from scraps. I'm afraid, there are an abundance of scrappy bits. I am working my way through them, and some are recent digital papers from Scrimpingmommy. Others are things Amanda put together when she first started out learning her digital paper use, if that makes sense. So we'll start with that one, and all I've done is made a little ephemera wallet using the I've got to stop saying using the papers that she made by inking or coffee staining through doilies and table mats and that kind of thing. And whilst I was looking at what I had floating around, I also found another something inside. So we'll move ahead and open this up. But first of all, I'll share the back with you as well. And I've used the sewing themed papers that Amanda put together in one of her freebies. Fussy cut out this little imagery here, and then just matte and layered this image from the larger sheet. Reused the tape measures because I really like them, and then found a motif that was in keeping with, prettiness and lacy bits and dressmaking was how I saw it. And what I found was this wonderful, if I just open this up, invoice for money. And I thought, well, at a stretch, if it were to be a sewing themed journal, or a journal that needed ephemera of a sort of more female lady kind of background, then this would work very, very well. I don't think, well, I'm hoping it's not no, it's not. I suddenly thought, have I picked up a death notice or something like that? Because I just did see the script and thought, oh gosh, it's an invoice, that'll do nicely. Oh my gosh, no, it's not. I can't quite, there are names here. And there is a Mrs. there, so it could be that she's being billed for her, and a miss. She could be being billed for her outfits, girls. So we'll hold on to that little premise. And so this is my thought process as I was putting this together, and I just stuck the two pieces of paper together and shaped the corners. It couldn't be more simple. I've done no inking or anything, just decorated in an easy way, and I thought, well, that could fit nicely into a pocket or a tuck spot or something like that, without causing too much grief. If it was something that was already made up and you just wanted to fill areas with things that had been handmade. So that was the logic behind that one. And then I found more of the shabby winter blues. Now that is my all-time favourite for the moment of Amanda's digital papers, and I had just enough left over to make up this lovely little thing here. And all I've done, again, as I did in the larger version, was used little envelopes. These are really, really tiny. They are 3 by 3, and it was one of these envelope and card base sets that I bought a good while ago. The place I bought them from was having a little bit of a 10% off for crafters or something like that, so I thought, well, yeah, I'll have that, and they always come in handy. Put them away and then found them again, as you always, well, I do. I'm hopeless at hoarding. So this opens in the same way, only obviously it is a whole lot smaller, and I've only used the 2 envelopes this time, so it really is a small thing, but again it would fit into a pocket, into a side flap. It would make a nice little gift to send out. I've used the motif there, the faux button there, some of my glittery baker's twine that I bought many years ago. It really is years ago. And then everything inside was lined. I made my little pocket areas, and now you see the scraps in their fullness, and I really did struggle to make all of these areas covered with something, but it's come out not too shoddily, I'm pleased to say. And then I had these lovely little things left over from a sheet that I probably printed out more than once, and I thought, well, I'll use those because they're the right size to fit into the pockets of the envelopes, and I'm sure anybody that has the kit will recognize these. But it makes such a lovely little pocket gift, or you know, just a way of using up these images without having them go to waste. So that was that pocket with the birds in, and then the next pocket down is a bit more, there's a bit of advertising, the wooded area, and then the birds there on the fence. But you know, just little things can be turned into such lovely little items to pop into journals, as I've already said, or send out to friends. And just, you know, it would be nice to receive that as a little throwaway gift, if you like, to put in Happy Mail because it's not too large. And then the little dangly bit there, I bought these ages ago. It's pure acrylic, but you know, the bore at the top of the little droplet is wide enough to get a finer bit of thread through, so it lends itself to that scenario really nicely. So that was that make. I hope I'm not boring everyone with these. It does go on a bit, doesn't it? But then out of the autumn kit, if I just tighten up a little bit, you'll see these beauties. And this is another autumn winter kit that Amanda did. I've really enjoyed working this with as well, and I've used more of Amanda's digitals through the plastic doilies to line the inside of the cards. A little bit of stickles as always, and then I found this cobweb affair which I thought fitted in very nicely. It's not enough to hide the main image, but it does just add a little something in the glitter card to the overall card. The sentiment is the same throughout, sending positive thoughts. So there is one, and again these are scraps and cut-offs that I've utilised for all the things I've shared over the I don't know how many times since these kits came out. Number 2, number 3, but they do lend themselves beautifully to this kind of thing, and I like to have little cards like this to put in my little posty out bits that I do periodically, so it's nice to be able to have these to hand and send them out. How many is that? That's number 4. I made 6 altogether out of pure scraps. Number 5 and number 6. So, you know, I feel I've done very well with these digital papers. I've got a few things for my stash, a few things to add to giveaways or friend mail or something like that, and then the main projects that I've made. So please, if you don't use digitals because you feel you're not able to work with them. I'm living proof that with a bit of imagination you really can get the most out of these papers, and the best thing of all is you can reprint your favourites time and time and time again, and always have something new to do with them. I have a shameful amount of paper pads and that kind of thing that I know I will never go back to, because this kind of thing for me is not only more cost effective, but I do get to choose things that I like all the time to work with, and there's a certain advantage to that, because I'm sure I'm not alone in saying that sometimes I've bought a paper pad because there have been 2 or 3 sheets in it that I've really liked, and the rest have been yeah, well maybe I'll use them, well I'll use them for backing and that kind of thing. You know, this is cost effective in its own way, and I absolutely adore it. So as always, thank you for sharing this time with me. Take care everyone, happy crafting, and have a great weekend to those in the UK as our weekend approaches. Bye bye for now.